Be good here in just a moment. Says we're good. Let's see. For the Tigers leading off, it'll be Keith, Torres, and Carpenter. That's Keith, Torres, Carpenter, then Green, Perez, Baez, McKinstry, Meadows, and Rogers. Pitching for the Tigers, it'll be Herder, then Sawyer, Gibson, Long. So opener, then SGL will come in. And then Pepio pitching for the Rays. It's either Pepio or Pepiot, but I'm guessing it's Pepio. So nice. So did the Rays. We got beat up pretty bad yesterday. What's up, though, Space? All right. Getting everything all set up still. Drop some likes to help the stream off right away. I'd appreciate it. It's in there for a called strike one. We're underway. Keith, Torres, and Carpenter deleted off. Let's hope we do better. Yeah, Brewers won big as shit too. So 1-1 now. Hopefully everyone's staying cool today. If you're in one of the areas that are being hit by the heat wave, it's already 85 where I'm at. Probably a little warmer than that even. It feels a lot warmer than that. Luckily, I'm part reptile and the heat doesn't affect me personally, but 2-1. D-backs versus Rockies and Tigers versus Rays. Had the same score. Really? Damn. No, 14 dates a pretty rare one. Anyway, 3-1 actually. On Keith. Foul tipped, 3-2. What's up, Phil? It's 87 here also. Yeah, it's going to be a hot day. Yep, game 7. I can't believe you guys are still alive. I have no idea who's going to win. If the Haliban goes off. Muhammad Ali, if he goes off, it's all over. Another foul ball. We'll get another 3-2. We'll see, Phil. We'll see. Hopefully we play better than we did last night. It can't be much worse. New day, new attitude. Let's try and get this to a rubber match for Sunday. Another foul. We'll have the 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Good start here for Keith. A little bit of battling. Three-two coming up again. Keith lined out. Well, he gets out, but it was a pretty good at-bat anyway. 1 out. Here's Torres. Well, this is probably going to be a 1-2-3 inning with Mr. 1 for his last 22 up. So, anyway, here's Torres. Well, Torres isn't the problem. It's Carpenter. I don't know why he's batting so high still. You would think it'd be time to move him down in the lineup a little bit. Maybe he can find greener grass and, oh, he got hit. Torres is on now with 1 out. Here's Carpenter. Hopefully Carpenter breaks out of the slump that he's been in and blasts one over the wall here. We'll see, though. Called strike 1 to Carpenter. One on, 1 out, 0-1 count. For the 3-hitter Carpenter. Fouls that one off, it'll be 0-2 here. Well, not a great start for the at-bat. It's 0-2. And he flies out. Pretty quick at bat there by Carpenter. Pretty worthless, but whatever. Here's Green. 2 away. Sucks that he's pretty much just an automatic out now, but anyway, make sure you guys drop a like if you're not really wanting to say anything, which is pretty much everybody here. Only 2 people have talked, so make sure you drop a like to help the stream out, to get some interaction on the stream. I'd appreciate it. Otherwise, I hope your AC breaks. And you got to use a shitty box fan with the window open and just blowing in whatever hot air. What's up, Daniel? How's it going? Actually, I won't wish that evil on people in a heat wave. That's pretty fiscally irresponsible. Anyway, 1-1. Yeah, Cal Raleigh's off to a great year. Trade? I don't think that. He just needs to break out of a slump. 2-1. No, he's in a slump. That happens to, every so often hitters go through a little slump. Believe it or not, guys don't always hit the ball when they bat. And sometimes they go on extended periods of not hitting the ball very well. Aaron Judge dropped his batting average like 40 points this week. Because he's like 0 for his last like 25. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, he was hitting like fucking 390 and he's all the way down to like 360 right now. His problem is he's in a slump. Trading him doesn't really fix the slump. He just needs to get out of it eventually. That's all. It happens all the time. It's not a new phenomenon in baseball. You don't just trade players for being in a slump. I don't think that's how that works. Anyway, here's Perez. I wonder if Cal Raleigh will keep it up, though. We'll see. A torrid pace. And it's really kind of fired up in the last like month and a half, too. Like it was like always kind of consistent, but it's been like hot. Batting 360 in a slump. Yeah, you can actually be in a slump, believe it or not, and still be batting well. Yeah. No, it's not an oxymoron. It's actually the quite literal way to describe a hitter who goes 0 for 20. That's a slump. No, it's not really funny. It's just the accurate way to describe it. 2-2. I don't really see the humor or how it's an oxymoron. Did you just think whatever, dude. I don't care. 2-2. You should just murder a player when they're doing bad. Anyway, Perez strikes out. Probably time to trade him as well. Diaz, low, and who's up? Caminero. So Diaz, Lowe, and Caminero due up here in the bottom of the first. 0-0. No, I'm just pointing out that slumps are a pretty normal thing. I didn't mean to bring the Yankees up or talk about them. Cool. That doesn't change the fact that Judge is or was or is in a hitting slump. Nothing you're saying is changing what I said is true. You're just saying extra things that have nothing to do with what I just said. That's 2 different conversations. Cool. That's pretty cool, man. That has nothing to do with anything we were talking about. What his batting average is right now. Awesome. Good for him. He's having a great year, but he's in a slump. Okay. You're implying it's a bad thing to say. Like, you can't be in a slump and also be having a good season at the same time. But whatever. This is a stupid topic. What's up, Gibbs? Carpenter's in a slump, and that's pretty much the truth of that. That's all. I don't know why the hell people were trying to like disagree with me or say that he wasn't or make it more than what it is. I forget that a lot of people watching this team have probably just never watched a good baseball team. Phil, I'm pretty sure he understands what a slump is. He's probably a lot older than you. He's probably watched more baseball than you. That'll be a fly out, one away. You don't need to explain the way a slump works. Not trying to be rude, but you just came off real condescending there, Phil. Okay. Awesome, Poach. Okay. Doesn't change the fact that Kerry Carpenter's in a slump and that everybody goes into him in baseball. That was my main point, is that every player can go into a slump. And that Carpenter's in one. And that we don't need to do anything too drastic or dramatic to improve it. He just has to hit his way out of it. It's about all you can do. That's it. It's nothing dramatic. You don't need to send him to AAA. You don't need to cut him. Don't need to trade him. All that's really dramatic. And again, I keep forgetting a lot of people aren't used to having a good baseball team with good players. Genuinely just not used to it. Because again, a lot of you guys weren't watching the team back when they were good. Because if you're like 15, you were 5 years old back when the team was good, right? So it's understandable. Maybe you're 20 and you had like the very ending of the good years. But even then, you were like 10 years old. So it's like, how much did you actually absorb? I don't remember a lot when I was 10. Tigers were, well, let's see, what were they doing? They were the worst team in baseball when I was 10. And a lot of you might have had the same thing, actually. But again, sometimes good teams have players that go through bad stretches, and good players will have it too. Remember when Riley Green was really bad for about a month? I remember. The start of the year when he was like 0 for 30 with like 27 straight strikeouts. 3-2. Please throw a strike, Herder. And he walked him. Hell yeah, dude. Oh no, he struck out, but he reached base on a pass ball. Because Rogers dropped strike 3. Why the hell is this guy out then? Why is he playing? If he can't even do defense, what's the point of him playing? Well, there's error number 1 already. Off to a terrible start. Defense doing its thing. Ball 1. This is going to be a tough watch. Tigers forgot how to play defense again, so we're going to have to deal with this. Guy might as well just steal. Rogers ain't throwing him out. He's probably just going to launch it behind himself. Just throw it backwards. Like, I don't know where the ball goes. Well, I'd say let's hope for a double play, but we all know how this defense is. They're not capable of doing that. Hell yeah, let's spam 82-mile-an-hour sweepers right down the middle. It's a good plan. Anyway, 1-2. Can already tell how this game's going to go. This first inning is just a preview. Another one right down the middle. Terrible pitch. Oh, boy. Just waiting for the blast. Oh, he actually got him swinging. What a shock. 2-1 away. Runner at first, 2 down. Here's Aranda. Aranda. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that last name. I'm guessing it's Aranda. There aren't any squiggly lines above any of the letters in his name, so. And usually, like, a last name will be, like, weird sounding if there's, and he gets a hit. 2 on, 2 out. That'll be an extra base hit, too. Maybe a run will score. Oh, no, he only gets the third. Well, 2 on, 2 out. Here's the left fielder, Mead, I believe. Who's up? Oh, Moran. Or Morrill. Well, there's the shitty defense coming back to spot haunt us. Inning should be over, but the Tigers decided to drop strike 3 because we have a fucking dipshit at catcher who's going to go up there and strike out in his at-bat, too, every time. Fucking loser. I have no use for bad defense. Cost us every game we've lost this year, basically. Them fraudulent-ass numbers that say we have a good defense is hilarious. Well, I don't know. I watch every game. I see the complete opposite. 2-1. I would definitely load the bases up with a walk here. Let's get him another big first inning. That's a good idea. Yep. Good. Good plan. Right, this is a good plan for Detroit here. To just give up as many runs as possible. Eventually, they'll run out of energy and we can maybe win game 3. 3-1. That's the pitching plan for this series and the defense plan. Do absolutely nothing. Foul ball, though. We'll have a 3-2. All right, he walked him. Hell yeah, that's a good plan. I guess so, but I don't think that guy really catches that often. That's what I've heard. If anything, they're just going to bring up Naito, who's even worse defensively. He can't catch a game. He's literally worse than having nobody back there. So their option is a far worse defensive option than Jake Rogers. And that's not really worth it. Like, Naito is god-awful behind the plate, so no thank you. And I'm guessing Lorenzo is as well, so I'm good on that too. No point in getting something worse. 0-2. That's probably the first like ever pass ball on Jake Rogers, by the way. And I'm just being a completely like irrational asshole about that. It's also like fucking 9,000 degrees down in the Tampa sun, which is why we're playing this game at 12 o'clock. Oh, god damn, dude. Are they really going to squeeze us like that? That's clear. That's going to be called a strike on us in this game. Why not give us the strike there? It clearly was a strike. Wow. Cool. I guess we do have to throw right down the middle or else it's a ball in this series. All right. Well, he's going to walk the run in. Don't know why he's still fucking pitching at this point. Throw it inside and high. What are you doing? Go up and in. Up and in. Finish the at-bat with an up and in pitch. What are we fucking doing here? And he fouls it off. He finally goes up there. Jesus Christ, dude. Now high and away. What are we doing? And he walks the run in because he keeps throwing the pitch down and away and he can't hit the spot. 1-0 Rays. Here we go. What a fucking idiot, dude. Now we have to sit through a pitching change. Well, GG Tampa. You guys win again. We ain't winning shit today. Oh, well, we're getting swept. Caballero's up. No, back's fine. We're just going to lose this game because we're retarded now. We're a retard team that doesn't do anything right anymore. We refuse to throw strikes. We can't play defense anymore. We're probably not making the playoffs at this rate. Might as well just not trade for anybody. Might as well sell. This team fucking sucks. It was a good start, but they're not finishing very well based on the way they're playing right now. If they don't figure out how to play defense, they're doomed. Because that's the strikeout run. The inning should be over, by the way. If they could play defense, this inning's over. Ball one. Oh, look at that. Another ball. Good idea. Just keep throwing balls. Hey, leave him in there, too. Really good idea. Really strong plan. He clearly has it today. Hopefully he figures out how to throw strikes eventually so we're not down 5-0. Let me guess. 5-0. And another run scores, hit by pitch. Just leave him in there, too. Great idea. I'd leave him in there some more. Another run scores. It's 2-0. Guess you got to give them a couple more runs here to make sure they score 4 again in the first. This is a good way to make sure you lose a game. Maybe it's time to start doing this retarded starting pitcher bullshit. And just, start your... Another ball. Great job. Hey, man. Leave him in there, Hinch. I guess we lose again. The fuck is this? Cool, I guess. And that'll be, he throws it basically right down the middle. That'll score 2 because our defense is not in the right spots because of the gay shift that our coach does. That scores 2, 4-0. Runners at the corners, 2 away. No, I don't know why we have this retarded opener in still. But hey, we're down 4-0 again. Great job by Hinch. What a way to start the game off. Probably should have just used Sawyer Gipson-Long to start the game like a normal pitcher. The fuck are we doing? Well, the damage is done. Let's bring in the other guy. They're going to get 5 runs like I predicted. So, what a bunch of losers. Can't play defense. Can't pitch no more. Oof. Hinch is kind of losing his fastball here. The fuck is he doing? This loss is going to be on him today. Game's already cooked. He's getting completely schooled by the Rays this series. He has no idea what he's doing. He's overcoaching again. He'll probably start pinch hitting in the top of the second coming up if we ever get there. Oh, well, maybe he'll eventually stop leaving pitchers in too long. He let Jack Flaherty get smacked around for 8 runs, so I'm surprised he just didn't leave fucking Herder out there to keep getting blistered. He clearly doesn't understand what I don't know. Terrible job by Hinch so far this series. Seems he's forgotten when to take pitchers out or doesn't recognize when they don't have it. Maybe we need to abandon this whole stupid ass idea of opening pitchers and pitching chaos. just do normal starting pitchers. How about we do that? And leave our bullpen arms for the bullpen time in the game. Well, we're down by 4 already. You know what sucks is I'm 100% accurate. Man, and these umpires aren't giving us fuck all today either. We're not getting a single call on these pitches that are close. Not one. Good Lord. 1-0. Cool, and we can't throw strikes either. I guess we just refuse to play. Wow, he threw a strike and guy got out. What a crazy revelation. I'm not worried about the offense. I'm worried about this dog shit ass pitching staff all of a sudden. Well, no, I'm actually worried that we can't play defense. All of these guys suck at defense now, all 9 of them. Every single player on this team is bad at defense all of a sudden. Baez, McKinstry, and Meadows. Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, we're getting swept. With AJ Hinch managing the way he's been managing, with the way we've been pitching, and the way we've been playing defense, yeah, we're not winning a game this series. We're going to get the shit beat out of us again today. Rightfully so. We deserve it. If this is how we're going to play, this is what, I mean, we kind of deserve to lose if we're being completely honest. Like, we deserve that loss last night. We played like shit, pitched like shit. Yeah, we're going to get blown out again today. 100%. They deserve it. Hopefully it wakes them up and they remember how to play defense. And remember that, you got to actually throw the ball in the strike zone to win a game instead of just walking everybody. They picked up 2 walks in the first inning, by the way. Let's not do the we suck again thing. I don't care about that. We're literally the best record in baseball. Jesus Christ, Tim. Yeah, they should have pulled Herder after immediately almost. I don't know what's up with Hinch lately, but he doesn't have any ability to recognize when he needs to pull a starter out of a game. And he needs to stop doing this weird opening starter thing. It's just wasting a bullpen arm at this point. And now we have to deal with front-running Rays fans who just love to never say anything unless their teams are winning. We're fine. We'll be playing fine again. You guys are all just being really dramatic. We're the only top team in baseball that hasn't lost like 4 in a row all season, I think. Can you guys like let that register for a little bit? I don't think we've lost 4 straight at all this year. I mean, you guys can hyperbolize all you'd like. But I think the most we lose is like 3 in a row, and then the team usually plays pretty well. I don't think we're in any real trouble. Have we had a 5-game losing streak this year? Every other team has, except us. We're like the only team that hasn't had an extended losing streak. Maybe the Dodgers haven't, but I could be wrong. But they had a weird stretch of games too. Bias flies out, 1 away. Here's McKinstry. And he's out immediately. 2 away. Yeah, that's what I mean. We've only had 3-game losing streaks, so in your assessment of everything, you just have to keep that in mind about this team. Even in our bad stretch of play here over the month of June, which is, always been a bad month for the Tigers, by the way. Last year was bad in June. The year before was bad in June. June is typically the month where we lose like every single game but 5. Remember last June? Our season fell apart in June. We thought the season ended in June. Do we remember how bad that was? Yeah, we played pretty good in July, then played really good in August. In September, we were elite. So, yeah, I think it has to do with the bad weather due in Florida and the fact that it's 900 degrees throughout the country. And in Florida, I would imagine it's only going to get hotter. 2-1 on a foul tip. Yeah, I mean, we're only down Reese Olson, Matt Vierling, Alex Lang, Jason Foley. Yeah, I mean, we don't have any injuries this year. We're very healthy comparatively. Meadows has only been back for 2 weeks. Perez has only been back for 3 weeks. Yeah, I mean, that's the difference, right? Everybody's batting way better than they were last year. I think that's a bad look, Tulsa. Oh, yeah, Ty Madden's also hurt. We just lost somebody else to an arm injury this year. I don't know, Tulsa. I think we have just the same amount of injuries this year. Fouled away to remain 3-2. We had a lot of injuries last year, but we have the same. We like all of our bullpen people are like hurt. Jason Foley being injured is probably one of the more important injuries of the year. Foul, that'll be a walk. Because with Jason Foley, we have a closer. Then we have our 8th inning guy, Investor Canely. Then we have a 7th inning guy, Investor Canely. And suddenly the bullpen's not that bad. You know what I mean? But we're missing a guy. Really, we're missing 2 guys in Lang and Foley because Lang got hurt in 2023, if you remember, or late 24, when he was one of the better pitchers in all of 23. So Lang should be back pretty soon. Yeah, Brent, we're playing like shit. 1-1. Kind of. It's about the same amount of guys. Yeah, I'll probably stop in Amir. I'll be definitely in there later on. I ain't doing shit today. It's too hot. Yeah, Lang's been pitching pretty good the last couple nights. Hopefully he keeps it up. His velocity's way back up. His control's way back up. It seems like the reason he was bad was the injuries. Hey, that'll be a base hit by Jake Rogers. Runner will get over to third. First and third now with 2 away. What's up, though, Brent? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I mean, if Carp can start hitting again, that would be really great. That's literally what we need. And Meadows to kind of kick back into shape. But Meadows is, once again, kind of slowly starting to come along here. You got to remember, he didn't have a spring training. He's having, getting all that in now. Plus, he's probably dealing with the arm injury or the nerve injury still. Called strike one to the leadoff hitter, Keith. It'd be nice to see another big hit by Keith. With just like a fucking single or something. At least get one back in response. 1-1. Yeah, that's a sign somebody's coming along is the unlucky outs. Hitting the ball hard, but it's Adam balls. He's coming. He'll be fine. Meadows isn't. I'm not worried about Parker Meadows. He'll eventually start kicking it over. We know he can produce at the major league level. He just literally had a nerve injury. And didn't have a preseason. 1-2. Let's see if the offense can will us back into this game. 2-2. You have the day off? Hell yeah, man. We got a 2-2. Come on, Keith. He's out. Bottom of the second, 4-0. No, I think we're just playing bad. Yeah, we're making bad decisions, playing poor defense, and we're not throwing strikes. That's a really easy way to start losing baseball games. That's why we're losing. Again, we're 48-29, so a lot of what people are doing is overreacting for some reason. But I get it. It's in vogue to be, I guess. I'm not. I'm just worried that they start throwing strikes again, which is what they've done very, very well all year. The problem is they're a little worried about throwing strikes because this fucking bum-ass defense is just error-prone the last 2 weeks. All they do is make terrible fucking decisions on defense. It's all connected, I'm telling you. Every bit of the problem starts with that dog shit-ass defense because our team is a team that pitches to contact. And when our shit-ass defense stops playing good defense like they have for the last basically 3 weeks, I think we've had like 400 errors in the last 3 weeks. The direct correlation is they start chasing whiffs and chasing strikeouts rather than chasing contact to get the easy out. It's really, really annoying. It's been dog shit. Been absolutely abysmal. If I was the coach of these guys, I would be sitting all of them. Like, they just wouldn't play. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that, man. You're far too kind. By the way, I'm not really grumpy. I hate bad defense, and it's literally like my number one pet peeve is bad defense. And it's been losing us baseball games. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You're too kind. Ball one. Leadoff hitter Diaz, Lowe, and Caminero. I think that's how you say his last name. Yeah, no, we could have also, I think we would have swept the Orioles if we didn't make mistakes on the field. Oh, great. Oh, that's foul. Oh, wait, what did I miss about the Rays roof? I'll be doing cards game. Old Tampa had a roof, but yeah, their stadium got destroyed, so they have to play at the Yankees spring training facility site. Steinbrenner Field's nice. It's just a hilarious place to play Major League Baseball. It's kind of like the A's playing at the AA Stadium for Sacramento. And that'll be a hit. Well, this game's going to go like shit today. Probably another error. Double down the line. Yeah, we're going to lose again, boys. That sucks. You know, it'd be nice if we tried. That would make a lot of a difference, but who the hell's even at third? Probably fucking loser McKinstry. Yeah. No, Tampa's just a good team. We just suck. We're just playing bad. Like, I don't think this kind of effort, Amir, I don't think we would beat anybody playing like this. It's very hard to describe how bad it's been. Like, we're just, the last two games has been just bereft of defense. They're just not even trying. It's like, what do we, you know, you got to throw the ball around, you know, you got to make plays. Like, I think a leap would have stopped that from going into the corner. Like, come on, man, leave your feet. Try and stab at it. 0-2. Anyway, whatever. Runner at second, nobody out. It's 0-2. And he gives up, throws a terrible pitch. That'll be a base hit. Runner ball gets through the infield. 5-0. Yeah, we lose. We're not even trying again today. That probably should have been fieldable. I wish we weren't doing shifts. Like, why didn't anyone field that shit? Oh yeah, because we're shifted in the wrong spots and everyone's going to argue that the shift is good, but it's like, if he had been in a normal location and he doesn't even bother throwing it to second, holy fuck, dude. Did we forget there's a guy at second? Probably. They got the first out, though, but a guy gets down to second. See what I mean? Just dumb fucking defense. Throw the ball to second base. I mean, I guess, you know what, fair. I will give him some credit in that he at least got one out. I don't even think he knew there was a guy at first. If I'm being 100% honest, I don't think McKinstry knew that. 2 down. Runner at third. They're going to have to sharpen up on their defensive skills pretty soon here. And remember how to play defense. Well, they give up a run and they get out of it, so they remembered how to pitch this inning. Jesus Christ. Torres, Carpenter, and Green. Because again, I don't care if we're losing, right? Like you sometimes you just don't win every game. The Rays are always a tough game against us. We've been kind of on a shit run of just getting games delayed. We got into Tampa late. You know what I mean? We got into Tampa at 3 a.m. on what day was that? Friday. So, and then we had the night game. Now we have a day game. So, you know, understandably, this was always going to be like a weird uphill series. And plus, like the 3 or 4 rain delays prior. So things have been kind of fucky for the Tigers. And that's whatever. It's the fact that, and again, not taking anything away from Tampa. They're beating our ass thoroughly. But boy, oh boy, is it frustrating to watch this team play like complete dog shit on top of it. Like, that's the annoying part. It's like everything else you can kind of stomach, right? Sometimes the situations don't really add up. Sometimes matchups are bad. Sometimes it just the situation around the game isn't really working out for your team, and you end up losing. Whatever. You end up playing a bad series. Who cares? It's the extended bad play that's the annoying part. It's like, God damn, dude. Like, play good defense, please. Yeah, 100% Tesla. They'll be 100% back to playing things correctly. The day off, a fucking nice day to travel, nothing to do on Monday, just have the day to themselves, recoup, refocus. I know teams have bad spells, but they can't keep it. I mean, dude, it's June. It's okay, Brent. You don't got to worry about that. Also, Reds games have been getting delayed recently as well. Yeah, it's, it happens. Hopefully we kind of just focus up and play a little bit sharper. That's all, Cameron. Yeah. Bad weather sucks. Contreras playing first is so weird, and I hate it because he makes errors at first quite a bit. Yeah, that's obnoxious. I don't know why he isn't just DHing. His defense sucks. Like, it's commendable he wants to play defense still, but it's like, dog, you're just a good batter. Why don't you just hit? There's a position for you, Wilson. You can't catch anymore because you're a lot. We don't need you getting hurt back there. How about you just hit the ball? 1-2. Again, it's commendable. He still wants to play defense and help his team out, but it's like, Yeah, it's just he's a good bat. He's like a pretty solid, strong hitter. I don't know why. And he's, again, just not very good at defense. It is what it is. Torres takes strike 3, 1 away. 5-0, top of the third. Here's Carpenter. Yeah, I know, Tesla. He's part of the reason we're not winning. Well, actually, we've been winning quite a bit lately, but he's part of the reason that I don't know. The team, he just needs to start hitting better. Whatever. We have a guy in Burleson who can play effectively, but he's the outfielder DH. Yeah, teams seem to really like DHing outfielders. I guess probably just for a day off. No, he's not been playing good this year. I think Carpenter might have just homered. Nope, a double. Hell yeah, there we go, Carp. Much needed extra base hit for Carp. There we go. Where the first baseman can't catch it. Yeah, I hate that too, Cameron. But yeah, Brent, I'll try to chill out on that. Later Hinch isn't even the most competitive lineup with Torkelson. I think Torque needed a day off. Torque's in a bit of a slump too. And he definitely could use a day to kind of figure it out. There we go. Need a nice, we could really use a double here. Or just a base hit by Green. Just something to kind of spark us up a little bit. What's up, Kevin? Yeah, he can pinch hit if we need him to later on. 0-2. Yeah, we should trade for Shohei, yeah. Yeah, they need something, Kevin. They need to remember how to play defense. 0-2. 1-2. I think so. Some teams go through it. We typically haven't played well in June, like ever, under Hinch. Last year, if I remember right, June was terrible. The year before that, June's typically ended our season quite often. Green strikes out, 2 away. Oh yeah, that's good, Amir. You guys seem to own the Reds. They're the team in your division that you guys just kind of show up and start bullying. It's hard because they're opposite handed. That's a weird thing because I look for different things in different handed hitters. Like for lefties, I'm never gonna look at a lefty and be like, I need him to be the best batting average on my team. You know what I mean? You kind of expect that more out of a right-handed hitter. I'll go with Ohtani because his plays resulted in a World Series win. Yeah, I don't know. Green was looking for a home run. We're down 5. He's looking to swing. We score 8 usually. Yeah. We played like shit yesterday, Kevin. Against the Cubs. Oh fuck. Cubs are good, man. That's a son of a bitch team to play. Yeah, he hasn't been great in the playoffs, and that's kind of an important factor in choosing because they feel really close, right? Like you can't go wrong with either one. But when you're finally like breaking it down, and you're like, I'll go with the guy who's performed in the playoffs. What's up, Jacob? Yeah, I mean, Keith did it. There have been guys hitting those this year. It's been crazy. I think Bias hit a super high home run this year. Crow hit one. Pete Crow Armstrong. Keith did the other day. 1-2. Fouled away again by Perez. We'll see another 1-2. And ironically, it's our first series against them. You think? Yeah, if you think so, that's awful late to play. That means you guys are going to be playing them late in the year. Unless all your games are like done by July. That was how like we played Minnesota last year. It felt like we played them all fucking month of June and July, and then we just never played them again. Like we had 12 games across the month of June and July against like the Twins, and then that was it. That was our whole diet of that team. 2-2 on Perez. 8th pitch of the at bat coming up. Hopefully we pick up a win here. Nice little base hit or something. Another foul. We'll see pitch number 9. I don't have any players. I don't like players who played on those teams all time unless they leave. I can't think of anyone. Nobody on the Royals all time. They all suck. The Twins. Santana retired as a Met. Fucking another foul. Pitch number 10 coming up. Count still 2-2. Tomei would be interesting to see in like the modern era with his numbers. I guess I kind of liked Paul Konerko. Frank Thomas. 2-2. Well, Torrey Hunter became a Tiger, so I'm fine with liking him. Morneau. Jose Ramirez. Yeah, he's a good player. No, I wasn't a big fan of Morneau. You got to remember, I don't like players who play against my team a lot. I develop really bad. Like I hate players. Like I hope you guys understand that. I genuinely dislike teams and players. Like I hate Peyton Manning as a person. Not has nothing to do. He's a great guy. It seems like he's a phenomenal human being. I don't like him. I'll never like that guy. I don't even think he's that great. I begrudgingly have to put him in like the top football guy conversations. 11th pitch of the at bat coming up. This is quite the battle here between Perez and Pipio. And he gets out. He struck out. Well, what a anticlimactic thing. Yeah, so it's hard for me to say I like players across my division. It's probably a handful of guys, maybe. And it's mainly out of a unfortunateness of playing for situations I don't like. You know what I mean? Yeah. The thing is, I feel like there was a point where I was the only one of very few people who said Aaron Rodgers wasn't very good. And I know that because when I started YouTube, I was like the only person who would completely argue with people and say that Aaron Rodgers isn't that great of a quarterback all time. And now everyone agrees with me. But boy, back in 2019, 2018, when I started doing this, the sentiment on Aaron Rodgers was he was a better all-time quarterback than Tom Brady. Its record in June: 14 and 13, 10 and 15, 9 and 18, 10 and 17, 10 and 6. See what I mean, Tim? We haven't been really that great in June. It's been a rough month for the Tigers across the years. See, I'm not wrong. I wasn't just making it up that we've been playing bad in June. Those are bad June records, aren't they? Those are sinking. That like sinks your season kind of June. So there's one good thing I got the Tigers the past few days. If they've been doing anything right, they've been working on. Yeah, that's what they usually do. They're pretty good at drawing out starting pitches, and eventually they'll get going. June's been a bad month for them. It's almost over. We're at the 21st. Ball one. Plus, we don't play well on Saturday. Not a bad bridge quarterback, I suppose, to get to Dart, see if he's any good. I don't think they think he's as good as Aaron Rodgers. I think they just hope that he's a decent quarterback. And that's why they didn't win a lot in the playoffs, is against the best of the best, because you can't just win with magic against good teams. He's also a good mentor for a guy. As much as people may hate that. Hey, that's another quick out. 2 quick outs here to start the inning. 2 down in the bottom of the third. That's good. By the way, if you haven't dropped a like yet, consider doing so. Oh, we're up at 21 likes even. Dang. Stream just hasn't been very busy, but I guess we are down 5-0 in the third, so people just aren't really going to tune in. Yeah, Tampa's also white hot. We've been fucking playing like doo-doo. We haven't been that bad. Again, we've been about 10 and 8 ball this month. June's not our good month. Two down. Here's Wells. Let's hope we can get a quick inning here. Oh, really? You're going to go to the Steinbrenner Field or whatever? That'll be fun. You could probably get a baseball if you sit in the outfield. 2-0. I was really hoping my team would be teeing off, but I guess we're just not hitting home runs today. 5-0. Yeah, I was going to say, it's a good way to get to see the Cardinals play. I have to drive about that far to get to Detroit when I go, about an hour, 20 minutes, so. The 3-2. Stupid big-ass state of Michigan. Yeah, but the Rays have a good bullpen. That's the issue. Yeah, I've been to New York one time. back in like 20, I want to say 13, probably summer of 2013. About 12 years ago. Maybe about 12 years ago to the day, even roughly. Went to Reds at Braves in 2002, when they lost 2-1. They won 6. Damn, you went to just the wrong. You went by one wrong day. That's about a bitch. Yeah, nobody. Yeah, I wasn't online. Baez, McKinstry, Meadows. Baez, McKinstry, and Meadows do appear in the top of the fourth. It's 5-0 race. Tigers getting beaten pretty good. Let's hope the offense decides to wake up and do something. 5-0, top four. I blame the government, really. Maybe. Depends on what for. Seems awful expensive to vacation there. Sawyer Gibson long, but Brant Herter started the game and didn't have a very good start. Or open, I guess. Yeah. I would imagine. I wouldn't want to live in a... If Michigan was super expensive, I wouldn't want to live here, but Michigan's a really cheap state to live in. I feel like most of the Midwest is cheap. It's especially nice if you don't care about doing things. Except going to college. You're like, I'm just going to go to college anyway. I don't fucking care. Seems like all the best writers in the world always come from in the Americas always come from the Midwest. Anyway. All the top programs are here in the Midwest. You got Iowa, Michigan. Though I think Iowa's like the best, believe it or not. You wouldn't imagine that, huh? Iowa, like the Hawkeyes, are the best writing school in the country. You would have never believed that, would you? That the fucking Iowa Hawkeyes are where all the best and greatest writers come from. 0-2. It's an internationally renowned writing program, believe it or not, Iowa. Maybe when I was real young. I've been to a couple places in the UP. I've walked up that big ass staircase up in the UP. They got like a fucking 300-foot tall staircase or mountain rock. That's by like Paul Bunyan in blue. Baez 1-2. Oh, he got hit by a pitch. Yeah, I went to Disney World when I was 14 or 13. I've been to a lot of states. I think I've been to like 30 of them. Maybe like 33. Copper Harbor takes forever to get to. Yes, that's stating this. Yeah, I've been up there. I know that. Been to Mackinac. I just don't know how far else I've been up there. In the up. Fouled away. It'll be 1-2 here on McKinstry with the runner at first. Nobody out. Utah is boring as fuck. There's literally like there are signs in Utah. Like if you drive in from Colorado that just say like, hey, make sure you stop and fuel your car up even if you don't need fuel. Make sure you stop and get water. Make sure your cell phones are fully charged. There's nothing available for the next 80 miles. Good luck. Literally, there would be like 80 miles of nothing we would drive through. Isn't that fucking crazy? Just wilderness. You could just buy up 1,200. It was like 1,200 acres. I think it said $120. I'm not even kidding. Some of the crazy cheapest land I think I've ever seen in my entire life. just large swaths of it. There would be random little like train tracks every so often that would like stop it. McKinstry struck out swinging one away. There'd be like, there's obviously train tracks throughout all of it, really, but like every like 50 miles or so, there'd be like a spot where it looks like a little house. Apparently, people who like ride trains, who like drive trains, those are like spots for them to stop and rest. I'm like, damn, dude, we're in this is truly the fucking middle of nowhere. That's insanity to me. I think to go to the bathroom, you just get out of your car and shit or piss right there. I don't even think it's the boonies. I think it's just the desert. Oh, one. I was just coming in from the Grand Junction side, so it's literal just like desert land. Salt Lake City was nice. Yeah, Colorado, it seems like it's a nice place. I don't mean to shit on it at all. It's just like, it's crazy how empty it is. Something like over 200 waterfalls. Yeah, it sounds really nice. Texas is better than Utah. Probably. Hey, looks like the Meadows took second on the throw to third. Good job by Meadows. He is 2 for 2. Oh. Meadows having a good game. He's 1 for 1 with a walk. There's going to be a mound visit here. I don't know if there's going to be a pitching change. Rogers is up with 2 on and 1 out. Yeah, maybe he'll pick up a big hit. We need it. A lot of barren wasteland. Yeah, that's the majority of a lot of stuff out west, especially if it's like not a city. It just seems like it's just desert. It's just, well, there's a lot of rocks and dirt. I think also in Utah, I went to a place called Moab, or was that in Colorado? Moab, where it was 113 degrees on May 8th or some shit like that. It's in Colorado. Yeah, it was like all the way up on a mountain. It was like a mountain city that's like directly in sunlight. That fucking place looked like hell, dude. Hey, we gotta run. Woohoo, it's 5-1. Let's go, Tigers. We're in this shit. Blah, blah, blah. Under 16 in Arizona. Sheesh. Yeah, Arizona's a hellscape. It would suck dick to live in Arizona. We do get out though. Rogers ground out, but we get a run across. It's 5-1. Don't let the Tigers get hot, Tampa. You won't like the outcome here. You wouldn't like us when we score runs. Yeah, there's also a place called Moab or Moab. I don't know the pronunciation. Theoretically. I heard, like, the problem is I heard a local say both in the same sentence. They're like, well, we're in Moab and in Moab. And I'm like, that's bullshit. Why do they say it both ways? That was my best translation of what they might have been saying. They were mountain folk. You know how mountain folk talk, like monsters. Hill folk. They don't really talk that good. They don't got an idea. They gonna foul ball, bang, 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 baseball. That's hill people talk. I'm an expert. I could write a book on the hill people, hill folk, monsters, creepy hill folk. Usually they're incredibly inbred. Their bones aren't actually made of calcium. That they're so inbred. Their bones are made out of a hard polymer substance that's kind of like a rubbery plastic. It's actually needs to be studied. Yeah, that's a documentary. Colorado is definitely a elevation closer to the sun, so it gets hot easily. That makes sense, yeah. Yeah, I would assume so. Hill people are disgusting problem causers. They're contrarians by nature. They're hill monsters, of course. They're dangerous. They eat people. They eat garbage too, which is quite useful. Which is why Colorado is the only state, and West Virginia. Do you know both those states don't have landfills? They just let the hill people eat the garbage. It's a 1-to-1 cleaning ratio. They're symbiotic with nature in that way. They run primarily on Mountain Dew, amphetamines of any kind, pork products. Really gross people. They'll eat people. They don't really care. They're not theoretically cannibals. Like, they don't hunt out people, but if they're super hungry, they will. You know, what do you do? What do people do when they're hungry? They hunt, you know. Really, they're so inbred. They're almost primitive to like the Sentinelese people. But like, they're a more malicious primitive than the Sentinelese, who don't mean to be. Again, I've done quite extensive study on the hill folk of this country. No, I'm actually all bones. They enjoy fat people more. When you look at an animal, do you want the one that's underweight, sickly looking, but clearly not very much meat on the bones? Or when you look at an animal and you see a big old cow, are you like, oh, fuck yeah, look at that cow? Or like a big old fucking fat chicken, you're like, hell yeah, dude, that's gonna be a tasty ass fucking piece of breast meat. No, you don't want this. You don't want me. You want this guy showing up being like, hey, are you sure you want a piece? And be like, no, I'm good. That cow looked disgusting and sickly. I don't want to catch what it had. So I wouldn't be the cannibal's first choice. 1-0. I'm all lean and shit. I wouldn't be very good. I ain't got no body fat. Now, there are other people to go for. Great big fat people. Yeah, like think about Hansel and Gretel. She had to plumping them kids up a little bit. They're a little too skinny. It'd be weird. It would be nothing to eat. Yeah, cannibals wouldn't want to eat me. I wouldn't be worth the potential prison time. It'd be like, fucking terrible tasting meat. It was all smoky and tasted like cigarettes and fucking, it was disgusting. Genuinely a gross taste. It tasted like, that's fucking 6-1. Jansen homers. Their worst hitter in the lineup homered. Pretty typical. One thing we really got to do when we adjust our plans here, stop throwing 5 pitches in the exact same spot in a row. Well, it's 6-1, bottom of the 4th. A blowout again. Nobody out. We gave the run right back. Okay, no email. Woohoo. 1-1 here on Yandy Diaz. Top of the order for the Rays. Nobody on, nobody out. 6-1. Tigers getting beat on again. 1-2. Want to know one of my hot takes for this year for football is that the Lions will be better on offense than they were with Ben Johnson this year than they were last year. Mainly because Ben Johnson had weird predilections about not liking third and short plays. One of the things the Lions were actually not very good at doing, and one of the reasons they had to do a lot of 4th down and short plays, is because for some reason, 3rd and 3 or less, he threw it every time instead of just running the ball with his 5.8 yard carrybacks. Dog, he did it in the playoff game. Like, and then he made a statement about how he doesn't like running the ball on 3rd and short. He likes big explosive plays down the field on 3rd down. And I was like, oh, that's why Detroit lost that play. That's why that happened against the fucking Reds, against the Commanders. Fouled away. It'll be 1-2 still. So again, I think the Lions are going to go to a more like understandy offense. Someone in the thumb of Michigan, some Detroit hunters took this. But hunting the locals didn't care for that, so they killed them and stuck them in a wood chipper. Damn, Brent. What's up, Jonathan? Yeah, doing pretty good on the likes. If only the Tigers would be doing good. Hey, they struck out Diaz on a tip, 1 away. Arizona, California, the most hottest states. Yeah. Arizona's a scorcher. I don't know why we live in Arizona as a species. It's hardly habitable land. Without extreme human intervention, Europeans cannot live there. They kind of don't work out. Low grounds out, 2 away. You know, the hardest thing about the Rays is they don't have any fans. Or whatever fans they have stick together in whatever little communities they have, because these are always, every single time I stream the Rays, these are the worst performing streams I do. Every time. Pirates do great. I love streaming Pirates versus Tigers because Pirates got 1 billion fucking fans. This is how we looked versus Cleveland, by the way. Think about the Panthers are not only going to win the NFC South, but have them in the conference championship. Based on what? Just a gut feeling. They're not a good team. I think they have bad coaches. Yeah, Rocky's doing pretty good. They might actually not set the... damn, that's another homer. Yeah, this game's over. What's up, Jacob? I don't know. I think the Panthers are a pretty bad football team. They should be better than what they were last year, but like, what does that mean? 7 wins? 8 wins? Six innings is what I usually do. I'll watch through the top of the 6th, and I'm out of here. We hit 20 likes, so I like to try to last a little while at least. But this one's cooked. This is basically how we played against the Reds and the Guardians. We'll rebound. We'll play much better next series against the A's. We tend to do that. We're not bad for long. We'll probably win tomorrow on a fucking escape the sweep win. Maybe. I don't know. Torres, Carpenter, and Green due up now with the final out of the inning happening. Top of the 5th. If anybody cares about the card, yeah, Amir will be live for Cardinals versus Reds, by the way, Cameron, if you're looking for that. You got Thunder winning the finals tomorrow? Okay, for sure, Seth. I'm going to go with I think the Pacers might take it because they've been hot. How to target sorry pitchers from outside of Scuba. Everyone else is subpar. Well, I don't think it's really the lineup that's been the issue, Stacy. In my opinion, I think the biggest problem. Try show live feed next time. What do you mean live feed? This is a live feed. Hopefully OKC can win tomorrow night. I'm hoping OKC wins, but I wouldn't mind the Pacers. I don't really care who wins. I don't have a real problem. I just prefer the Thunder to win. Mainly because I just don't fuck with the Pacers. You can finally watch Giants games. Yeah, I was gonna say now you can finally watch them without worry, Amir. It's pretty nice. No, yeah, we sucked today. We look like we did against you guys and the Reds here again. I don't know what happens. We're just playing weird. Bad defense. That's been the big issue for the Tigers every time we've been losing lately. Because our pitching is so reliant on pitching to contact and getting ground balls and shit like that. And suddenly we can't play defense. It's all a dumbass bunch of bullshit. We'll probably be good against the A's next week, I'm going to guess. Yeah, we're also bad on Saturdays historically. Again, I think a lot of our pitching problems relate right back to the defense because they're very hesitant to pitch right now because they're a little bit worried about, hey, if I pitch to contact here, I'm going to be giving up a hit because these guys aren't fielding the baseball anymore. So I'm going to try and get strikeouts, and they're fucking trying to weirdly chase for whiffs and strikeouts, and they're not those kind of pitchers. Yeah, the A's have been great too, so we're running right into a brick wall. Kind of sucks. I just hope our defense wakes back up and everything kind of clicks back in together. It should be fine, but we'll see. Torres grounds out one away. We're dying. But man, I am throwing the live feed. This is about as live feed as it can get. Here's Carpenter, who could use a hit. He could just get a big hit, Carp. Don't even just hit a home run or something. We could really use one. He has a double, which is pretty good. It's a positive sign. He hit the ball to the wall. Gave a pitch a ride. 2-0. All right. Not swinging. All right. I like to see that from Carp. You know, even if we lose and Carp breaks out of his slump, I'd consider that a big win going forward. Just give one a blast here, dude. Let us know you're going to be okay tomorrow. Okay, that's fine. And he swung at the actual strike. Not bad. This is a pretty good at-bat. He let the two obvious balls go. He swung at the strike pitch of the at-bat so far. 2-1. All right. That's literally been the problem for him at the plate. Of all the things, it's been not recognizing the pitch to swing at. All right, that's called strike. 2-2. Like, someone asked earlier what Carpenter's problem is, and I was being a grumpy asshole and didn't want to tell him. But the problem for Carp has been pitch selection. He's been watching really hittable strikes go by and swinging at bad pitches. That's been 100% of the problem in his slump. I flew out to deep left field. See, that's a good fly. That's a deep fly out for Carp. See, that's again more part of the problem. That could have been ball 3 instead of a fly out. See, let that pitch go. It's ball 3, 3-2. Pitch selection has been the problem of his streak or his bad play. And I hope, and again, the team's aware of that, by the way. I'm not like a genius to be like, look at me, I figured out what the problem is. No, that's probably very obvious that he's just weirdly not being very good at like discernment right now. He's being very weird and shitty. He's basically doing the opposite of what he should be doing at the plate. Not easy to fix, but something that can pretty much you can start hitting out of. 0-2. And a lot of that's on AJ Hinch and the platooning that he does. He needs to just play Carpenter for a little while. Yeah. Plus, Bryce is right. I think you mentioned that a little bit earlier. The hamstring thing hasn't been helping, but it's also the platooning thing doesn't really help you hit out of a slump either. It's one of them damned if like it's like a damn situation. Taking off, Brent. You have a good day, man. See you later, my friend. Take it easy. Bottom of the fifth, Morrill, Lowe, and Caballero due up here in the bottom of the fifth. I'll be right back in like 2 minutes. I'm going to go take a quick dart break. I'll be right back. It's 1-2 with one away here. Morrill grounded out pretty quick. Bottom of the fifth, 7-1, Rays lead. We'll probably watch to the top of the sixth. Maybe if the Tigers start hitting the ball and scoring runs, we'll keep watching. But 7-1, this is getting ugly. 2-1 or 2-2. If I did a football stream, are people going to show up on Monday? Hey, they get a strikeout 2 away. I've been thinking about it might be a good time to pop off a quick football stream. There's been a lot of news in the NFL. A lot we could talk about. I feel like we haven't had a really good football stream in a minute. And we're off Monday, so. I don't really need a day off of streaming when, the streams are only going to be like an hour and a half long, hour 45 today. Yesterday's stream wasn't super long, so. One oh. Hey, look at that. 1-2-3 inning. We needed that. 7-1, top 6. Actually, we'll watch through the top of the 7th like usual. That's kind of the standard here on the channel. We'll watch through the Tigers' last bat in the 7th is usually how we do it in blowouts. Anyway, top 6, Perez, Baez, and McKinstry. Perez, Baez, and McKinstry, bottom or top of the 6th, due up. Well, hopefully we start scoring. Yeah, I would have done that in the morning, Jonathan. Is there any way you can wait to pull that off till Sunday and just take care of it at like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning or something when it's not blisteringly hot out? Because right, it's 87 by me already, which means it says 87, which means it's probably like 93 degrees actually. My computer is always a little off. And just pure sun, so it's seems like some shit you should have did a little earlier, you know, to avoid almost death. Either way, I don't envy you. I'm glad I live in an apartment where I don't have to worry about taking care of the grass. Never been a thing for me, you know? Either way, we'll see what Perez does. Paul Gervais. Gervais? Don't know. Yeah, right, Amir? It's like, hell, I don't know. I don't know what it's like to mow. Even though when I was at my dad's, I was mowing the grass for him. But he has a little yard, so. And it was like 50 or 60 degrees. Hot fear feels like 92, but it is 88. Damn, that is hot, Seth. That's a scorcher. Hopefully you're staying warm. Everyone's good. Everyone's good. Today is a random Saturday. It's June 21st. We're 6 days away from a really good day. About 2 weeks away from the 5th of July. I'm thinking about doing it in the morning. Had to get some stuff done. Yeah, it's probably better to push it off. Yeah, one of the more elite days of the year. Your birthday is, or was what? June or July? June 16. I was going to say, did you even stream? Or were you on a business trip? I thought it was June 13th or July 13th. Perez flies out, one away. I'm bad at birthdays. No, I meant like on your birthday, were you on your business trip is more what I meant. I'm bad at remembering birthdays for people. Like I know my brothers and my dads, and my sisters. But other than that, I'm pretty I don't remember stuff like that. Man. Baez flies out, 2 away. So Perez flew out, Baez flies out, and now we have McKinstry with 2 away. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully you had a good birthday then. Or something. Can't wait to 2026 because your birthday is in March. Oh, okay. Yeah, mine's 27. Yep. The week before the 4th of July. It's always been good to have that birthday. The only bummer is no one's ever home on my birthday. Everyone's always like out of town up north or celebrating summer because it's a week from the 32. I'm getting pretty old. Walls, Jansen, and Diaz do up here in the bottom of the 6th. Tigers go 1, 2, 3. So it looks like we'll be watching just the top of the 7th and getting out of here. I know I look like I'm turning 32, I think. I think that'd be the first guess people have, not turning 25 or 26. Because I feel like I fucking haven't aged physically in quite a while. The beard helps though. It adds shadows and brings out like feet. It like highlights the fact that my face lost all its buccal fat, so I don't look like a fucking baby anymore. Yeah, everybody's always it's the thing of everyone ages, but like the one thing that's been misleading for me about as I've gotten older, and one of the misconceptions I feel is that for the time thing, right? Yeah, having the long beard was a really fun time. The homeless era was a great time. But the idea of time slowing or speeding up as you get older, I don't think that's true. I feel like as I've gotten older, the day is like because I'm more conscious. I feel like every day I'm like a little bit smarter and a little bit more aware. I feel like you don't really feel like I feel more of the time. Like I feel every day a little longer. You're like, man, that's a long time. Like I can remember so much of the last several years, and then I like look back to my childhood, which is kind of flashy and went by pretty quick. And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like when I was younger, I had no concept of time. I'd be in school, then suddenly it'd be summer, then suddenly it's Christmas time, and I'm like, hell yeah, dude, there's rules. And I feel like for me personally, the Taylor Wells Flies Out went away. Time went really slow when I was a child, or really, really fast. But as I've gotten older, everything takes forever. Yeah, that's what I look. Yeah. Your team is good. Yeah, I'm sure you're a Rays fan. You guys are playing good. We're playing like shit. It happens to us every so often. We don't do it often, but we just aren't playing good baseball. Sloppy defense, sloppy pitching. Doesn't result in wins usually. It'll be a fly out, 2 away. The game's picking up speed here now. It's been the 5th and 6th innings have flown by. 2 down, bottom of the 5th. Here's top of the order, Yandy Diaz. Or Yanni or Diaz, whichever one it is. Diaz is up. Oh, fuck. And he gets on. God damn it. Hey, look at that. If we weren't in the shift, that would have been a fielded baseball. You guys gave up a lot of, I was going to say, you guys just, you guys gave up like 4 firsts for that guy. That's a crazy amount of capital. To be fair, though, you guys don't really need draft picks for the next couple of years. Like, you're like, it's either your team's going to win as it is or you got to blow it up. You know what I mean? I was gonna say you need players. Yeah, that's kind of where I agreed with. And that'll be another fly out. We'll head to the top of the 7th. It's 7-1. Quick inning. Well, yeah, Pistons are looking great. They're looking like they're gonna keep most of their talent, and hopefully we don't do a bunch of dumb trades and blow the team up. Very bright young future. Very bright young future. And we took the Knicks pretty far. We took them to game 5? That's pretty good. No, it's just Fago. No, I drink local Michigan ale now. Fox's is my favorite board coast broadcast ever. Oh, okay, yeah. Nope, it's Fago, local Michigan pop. No, Devers got struck out by future Detroit Tiger Aroldis Chapman. Except I think Boston's probably going to be in the playoff hunt, so we're probably not going to be able to trade for him. Remember, everyone said we're going to trade for him, and now Boston's suddenly looking like a playoff team? Blech. Well, it's a good thing the playoffs don't start soon, and we're in the month of June, technically like the third month of the season, second full month. We'll be good. No more due. It's too expensive. This was decided years ago, though. This is like 3 years ago. Maybe 4 at this rate. I think the A's are right about 500 right now, or pretty close. Again, that's why it's not fun to do trade talk, mainly because, again, we don't know what everything's going to look like in a month's time. Because, again, a week ago, Boston was dead. Now they're back. You know what I mean? Fago's good. I like it. I think everyone in Michigan subtly enjoys Fago, but it had a weird reputation for a minute because of its association with the Juggalos. Yeah, I was going to say, now the Cards are 6 over 500, and they're probably not going to be trading Nolan Arenado. You know what I mean? Like, we were also talking about maybe trading for Nolan Arenado. That's not a reality anymore. You know what I mean? So again, that's why I'm not a big fan of doing trade talk, especially a month out. Like, if this was like the same time in a month, I'd be all over trade talk because we'd have a good idea of who's trading. But before then, it's like, yeah, but I mean, we could speculate on these players all we want, but like, what if the team's good in a month and they're in the playoffs? They're not going to trade. Somehow, some way, the Reds are going to be the only team that hasn't gotten swept yet. That's good. Reds are a pretty good team. If they can keep the squad they got together and age it and add more to it, they'll probably have a good little team soon. Meadows strikes out, 1 away. Fuck. Yeah, but the Braves aren't interested in trading for Chris Sale or trading Chris Sale. So why would that happen? But see, again, the problem, Jonathan, is the Braves have announced they're not trading anybody. So cool. That's a cool report. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean anything. It's just some person saying that. You know what I mean? That's why, again, trade talks are, because again, Atlanta also understands that like in a month they might be like a legitimate playoff team, especially with how hot they've been. Yeah, like fucking trading for Chris Sale. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need that. Oh yeah, and like that, anyone serious isn't doing trade talks right now because again, the only serious thing you could say about trade discussions is that you have no idea who's going to be traded because there aren't any like very clear sellers right now. Except for like the Pirates, the Marlins, the Rockies, maybe the Orioles if you look at them that way, but even Baltimore's been playing a lot better lately. Yeah, July 15th is probably about when you should start considering like, all right, who's probably trading here? Because in 15 days, I doubt their season improves that much. They're 20 games under. Even if they win all 15 straight here, they're going to be 5 games under 500. You know what I mean? Like looking at teams like that, like, yeah, okay, they're cooked. Like there's like 6 teams right now or 4 teams maybe right now that are like, oh yeah, they're definitely cooked. And a team like the White Sox has like 2 players you might want to trade for, and like Luis Robert Jr. Andrew Vaughn's gone, so not him. You know what I mean? Maybe Savale. Maybe you want to trade for Savale. By the way, that was a really good idea by the White Sox to trade for him because they did it for Andrew Vaughn straight up. Now they can fucking, and they weren't going to get prospects for Vaughn. However, Savale might get you prospects from a team that needs a pitcher. And the White Sox are 100% going to be trading Savale. That'll be a walk to Colt Keith, 2 out, and a runner on Torres. Like Savale will be traded by the White Sox, and they'll get prospects out of that they probably better prospects than they would have got for Andrew Vaughn. Very good trade by the White Sox. Very good trade. People kind of were shitting on the White Sox, saying, "Why did they do that trade?" It's fucking no one respectable is going to give you anything for Vaughn because the White Sox fucked that all up. If they can score a run, I'll stay and finish the game. I kind of want to, but like I also don't want to sit through all like the long innings. 2-0. I might just stay and finish it. As long as the bottom of the 7th doesn't take forever to finish. (3-0) About to the Cardinals. I mean, that wouldn't be that shocking. I'm sure teams are going to be after him too. The Brewers did him really dirty with that trade to the White Sox, but now he's just going to get traded again, so he's probably not that worried about it. And the White Sox aren't going to hoe him his ass around either because they're not fucking salty. That'll be ball 4. Torres walks. All right. Cool. Nice to see. Maybe Carp comes up, little 3-run bomb. Brings us back in within 3. They're going to get a new pitcher. Which means Jahmai Jones is probably going to come in to hit. Let me see something. Oh. Yeah, they're going to be bringing in a new pitcher. Probably going to be a lefty. Probably going to bring in Jahmai Jones. Maybe. Or not. Are they just going to keep playing? Maybe it was just a mound visit. All right, it was just a mound visit, I suppose. Ball 1. All right, come on, Carey. Give it a ride. We need a run. He's going to throw one right down the middle probably here. And it's only 91 miles an hour. Please crush this batting practice ass pitch, Carey. Please. Call it strike 1. One, 1. And 1-2 as he fouls it off. Never mind. He's just going right after him with the easiest to hit fastballs of all time, and Carey can't hit him. Come on, Carey Bonds. Show us why we call you that. Nope. Just flies out to short center. Well, it's the 7th inning stretch now. It'll be Caminero, Aranda, and Morrow. As long as this inning goes quick, we'll finish the game. But if this starts to take a long time here in the bottom of the 7th, I'm going to leave. But yeah, I'm pretty, this is usually where I'd leave a game. But I don't mind hanging out and chatting a little longer. I'm going to go finish the rest of that dart, though. I'll be right back, everybody. Give me a moment. BRB. Give me like a minute. All right, already one away. Quick ground out by Caminero. It's 1-1 here on Aranda. Bottom 7, 1 away. Rays up 7-1, beating the hell out of the Tigers yet again. One, two. The Saturday woes continue for the old Tigers today. Appreciate everyone who's tuned in and everything like that. You're all too kind. Appreciate you, despite the poor effort from the Tigers here this afternoon. Appreciate you hanging out. A 1-2. Two. Come on, just get out. I don't mind watching this game so long as it kind of finishes up quick. Oh, come on, throw strikes. Don't start walking. You don't want to watch walks. Throw strikes. What do you literally just got to throw it in the zone during this game at this point. Jesus Christ. Hey, they get him swinging. Good job. 2 away. Strike 1. All right, man. Yeah, man. I'll be by your stream probably. You guys start at 2:15. I'll be there in a little bit. Oh, we got 1-1, 2 away. Thanks for stopping in, man. I'll be by in a little while. So 1-2. Come on, strike 3 or an out of some sort. And another homer. Damn it. It's 8-1. Ah, boy, they can't get any outs. Just tough. I'll probably watch to the top of the 8th, and I'm going to get out of here, boys. We ain't coming back. Was hopeful. It truly was. And now all the hope for the comeback is gone. Ball 1. You're good, buddy. No reason to be sorry. Just try not to repeat yourself so much. I get you the first time. That's all. It's one of my small pet peeves. You're all good, though, my friend. and they'll get a ground out, but the damage is done. It's 8-1, top of the 8th. Yeah, I'd still say we're friends. Sure. What do you think if Pistons trade for Sabonis? Probably get up a first round pick, and I don't know. It sounds expensive. I don't know. I don't know much about basketball to be deciding trades if it's good or not. If I'm being 100% honest, I don't know if the Pistons should give up assets if we can get players for picks. Like, players feel like invaluable on that Pistons team. Like, we need kind of those guys. Wonder if you can just pull it off with picks. Green, Perez, and Baez here. We'll probably stop watching here after this top of the 8th, unless we do something. It's 8-1, top 8. Oh. That'd be a good 2-hour stream. Yeah, it's been a pretty well stream. I appreciate it, everybody. It's part of the reason why I'm still live, but I'm probably going to wrap it up here after this 8th inning, after the top of the 8th. Especially if we don't show any life again. We've been dead at the plate since the 5th. But maybe we can come to life, show a little moxie or a little fight at the plate, and something will fall out. You never know. Could be a glorious, glorious moment. Ball 1 to Green. Or wait, what? Oh, yeah, Green, Perez, and Baez. Strike 1, 1-1. I felt that last inning was our chance to get back. Yeah, I think so too. I agree, Jonathan. I agree. And Green gets out, 1 away. Green grounds out. 1 out, top 8. Tigers down by 7. Yeah, good game. Good game, everybody, if you're a Rays fan. But I'm going to be dipping out of here soon. We just haven't played good the last couple days. Hopefully we can play better tomorrow or something. I don't know. Not looking great. But hey, you never know. It's a whole new series. Oh, Perez got a base hit. Cool. 1 on, 1 out. All right. Here's the Baez 2-run shot. Here comes the comeback. Don't call it a comeback. We've been here for years. Yeah, can't win it. Exactly, Jonathan. Exactly. Platitudes, platitudes, and platitudes. Yeah. I mean, we played bad against the Guardians and the Reds, too. It's kind of a similar series to that. It's just kind of how those series have gone. Not much you can do sometimes. Hopefully, we just play better against the A's coming up. Hopefully, we can avoid the sweep tomorrow afternoon. But yeah, we're not going to play perfect all season. Gonna win less than 30 games or lose less than 30. So, hey, that'll be a hit. That'll get us 2 on with 1 out. All right, little comeback, little 3-run homer. It's suddenly a 4-run game. And Big Zach for the Zach bomb. Watch this. And then Meadows goes back to back, making it 8-5. Suddenly, all of a sudden, oh, it's throwing error. Oh, bad defense. Watch this. Rays just got cursed. I hope. Would be pretty funny. Are they challenging it? There's a mound visit. Are they pulling their pitcher? That'd be really obnoxious behavior. Up fucking 7 runs and you pull your fucking relief pitcher after 3 batters. Oh, okay, they're just chatting. I'll say, come on. Holy shit. I hate stall ass teams like the Rays. Ball 1. Jones, Jemai Jones will pinch hit for McKinstry. 1-1. Playing in the fuck with. I am no one that is better. So 1-2 with 2 away and 1 out for Jemai Jones. Maybe he gets a nice piece of 1 and sends it flying. He's been pretty good with the extra bases. You never know. Fouls that one off. It'll remain 1-2. We're all seated for the big Jones homer to make it a 4-run game. We all want the in-play runs. We all live for it. He fouls that one off again. It'll remain 1-2. I know Arminian wants it. He done told me. All right. Ball 2, 2-2 now. One of the most feared sluggers in the league, Jemai Jones. 2-2. Ball 3. Full count now. Runners could be on the move here. Depends on what they want to do. We'll have another foul ball, the 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. It will remain 3-2. Rays playing for a double play here. Pitch number 9. Pitch number 9 is fouled off again. Or as well, I suppose, is a better word. So we'll see number 10 of the at-bat for Jones. Good at-bat. Way to battle. Need people who are willing to go up there and battle like this even when we're down by 7 runs. 10th pitch of the at-bat is also spoiled away. Is foul ball, so we'll get number 11 coming up. What's up, Bucks? You came in at the bitter end of our stream here this evening, or this afternoon. Another foul ball. We'll get pitch number 12. Quite the battle here. We usually are better, but not this series. We've decided to play poor baseball. Not really sure why. I'll look into it. 3-2. It is cool that you come in at the end of the streams when your team has safely won the game, though. I'm just fucking with you. 3-2. Pitch number 13 coming up. Oh, and it is a 3-run homer. Hooray! It's 8-4. Or at least a double. It is a double. Hoorah! Almost had a home run. Damn, it's 8-2 now. Runners at second and third. All right, well, we got a double at least. Here's Parker Meadows with 2 on and 1 out. And now they're going to pull their pitcher. I'm going to go get some pop. I'll be right back. So they'll bring in Kevin Kelly to pitch for Montgomery. It would be crazy if Straight Shot was here. Who's that? Meadows, the hitter with 1 away and runners at second and third. Tigers trying to do a little bit of damage here to maybe make the score look a little bit more respectable. Can they get 2 more? Maybe 3 more, maybe 4 more. Hopefully Meadows can come up with a big hit here against Kevin Kelly. 2 on, 1 out. Top of the 8th. It's 8-2. Tigers trying to add to their points now. Oh, they're going to bring in Dylan Dingler to hit, though. Instead of Meadows. All right. Dylan Dingler's in to hit. Why didn't he do that with Jake Rogers next? Called strike 1. I don't know about this. Meadows has had been a pretty good game. Got on base twice. Just don't question Hinch. He usually knows what he's doing, so. Swinging strike 2. Fuck. 0-2 here. I don't know why we brought him in versus a righty. We just didn't stick with the lefty-righty matchup. 1-2. 2-2. Dingler doesn't chase a bad pitch there. Yeah, I mean, I guess Dingler's a better hitter right now than Meadows, so you go with the hot or bad, I suppose, if you're trying to actually come back and win a game. Runner tags, they'll score. So it's 8-3. Runner at second, 2 away. Pretty sure Meadows could have done that. But hey, we got the running. Good job by Dingler. Good at bat. 8-3, bottom or top of the 8th, 2 away. Here's Trey Sweeney. Trey Sweeney's up. Well, the Tigers are giving up. Swing and strike. Why not torque? We can pick up this next run. That'd be big. Come on, Trey, get a base hit. Come on, Mr. Sweeney. 1-1. 8-3, top of the 8th. It's called strike 2. Ugh. One, 2. Or 2-2 rather. Let's see what we do here. 3-2. I've got a few players I'm keeping an eye on until next month. Hopefully the Tigers will trade for. Yeah, there's a couple of guys I'm like kind of watching just like how their team's doing, and we strike out. All right, we'll head to the bottom of the 8th. It's 8-3. But I'm this close. I'll finish it. Hopefully the 8th inning doesn't take a super long ass time. Hopefully it just kind of goes by quick and the Rays are just trying to end this game. Bottom 8. 8-3. Rays lead. 8-3. I guess we scored a couple runs at least. We're not totally dead. I've got a few. Oh, I already read that. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go rip that dart for the final time. I left a few more hits on there. Since I'm doing the full game, I hope you guys don't mind me ripping out one more time. I'll be back for the bottom of the 8th in like a minute. 1 second. 2-0. Need this guy to come on and just throw some strikes. And they get an out. Nice. 1 away. Or 2 away. Man, my beard is all itchy. I'm going to take a shower. Wash my beard. Yeah. Ball 1. Dog, it's so hot outside. Like, just standing out there, you start, like, getting sweaty and shit. It's crazy. 2-0. Jansen, the hitter. We get him out. Everyone on their team got 4 at-bats this game. That's crazy. Anyway, we'll head to the top of the 9th. That could be it for the Rays today. They're up 8-3. They probably want to win this game and put the Tigers away quickly. Maybe the Tigers have a comeback in them. Keith, Torres, and Carpenter. You never know. Down by 5. Need 6 to take a lead and 5 to tie it up. I think we might just be crazy enough to do that. Never say never, right? Miracle in Tampa Bay. Maybe tomorrow we'll win. Maybe we can ride some. Maybe we'll get like a couple runs here, then ride the momentum into tomorrow and win to avoid a sweep. Get some of that magic, avoid the sweep energy teams get. That would be pretty cool. What is it, Casey Mize tomorrow that pitches? That'll be helpful. Yeah. Either way, Keith, Torres, and Carpenter, top 9, 8-3. Tigers getting beat on. Hopefully we can win this. Hopefully we can fix our pitching and defense. It's been pretty bad the last couple games. Or really last couple weeks, but been real bad the last 2-3 games. So hopefully we can fix it, get things right, and start playing better. Yeah, we got to get 5 to tie, 6 to take a lead. Certainly not an easy amount of runs to get in an inning, but not the most we've scored. I predict we get the bases loaded and score 4 runs, and we get called out on a controversial call. Just kidding. We're going to score 7 runs and be up 10-8 and win the game in the shocker. At some point, they'll probably give him another shot. Hey, there we go. Colt Keith leads it off with the base hit. That's what we need here in the 9th inning. Comeback energy. Let's go. 1 on, 1, nobody out. Leadoff man on. Here's Gleyber Torres. Torres gets on, then a 3-run homer, makes it 8-6. So we're suddenly back in this shit. Kelly's still the pitcher for the Rays. Yeah, about a week and a half ago. Yeah, they've been playing weird defense for about 2 weeks now. You're right on that. I would agree. 1-0. Kind of started with that Baltimore series, I believe. Not necessarily. His first run in the majors wasn't great, but that's not really indicative of a bust right away. He hasn't graduated. I don't think he's graduated prospect status yet. He might have. but I don't think so. 2-1 for Glaber. Yeah, we came back big as shit against the Dodgers. That was one of the best games I've seen the Tigers play in a long time prior. Really, that was one of the greater comebacks I'd ever seen in my life. It was a crazy one. Maybe we do it again here. Oh, that's a double play. Well, that fucking killed the whole thing. Damn, dude. Raised fan Glaber Torres betrayed us. Damn. Well, maybe Carey still hits a home run. You know, that'd be still nice to see. Yeah. Well, GG Tampa Bay. That was a good game. We tried. I guess we didn't really try till the very end of the game when we stopped giving up a fuckload of runs. Maybe tomorrow we won't start the game off giving you 4 runs immediately in the first. That'll be helpful. Maybe we'll pitch a little better, play a lot better defense. And maybe we'll actually give you a good game here in the avoid the sweep game coming up. But GG on the series. Yeah, it's always go Tigers. But yeah, there's always tomorrow. And if not, then there's always in the next series we play. We're still a good team, still a good record. 49-30 is still, I think, the best team in baseball. Maybe the Dodgers are a little better. Let's see. Where are the Dodgers? Oh, we're basically tied with the. Oh no, we're ahead of them because we got 48. So we're like a half game ahead of the Dodgers now. Yeah, that's it. Well, I guess the Phillies too, but they're 46-30. But now we're with the rest of the other teams, and the Cubs are 45-30. So we've caught up, but that's okay. Good game. Hopefully we can turn it around and win tomorrow and kind of get back on the right side of things. But you never know. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you for all the likes and everything like that. Thank you once again to Daniel for I believe the donation earlier. That was very kind of him. Appreciate that very much. It's always kind when people do that. Yeah, it's always good chat with everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully you have a good rest of your weekend. Stay cool out there. It's really hot. Don't let yourself get overworked or overheated today. Not good for but for your health. All right, stay in the shade, drink plenty of water, and have a good rest of your day. Hopefully we get back to the winning side of things tomorrow. But yeah, thank you so much. As always, it's go Lions, go Patriots, and of course it's always go Tigers. And I'll see y'all around. All right, take it easy. Bye-bye. Go Tigers.